And a lot of style coming off the Cavaliers bus earlier on. And we've got,
well, guys,
David, thanks. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Washington, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. Now here is Hachimura. And stolen by Sexton. Wallace with it. Now Garland. The pass to Osman. Kicks it out to Love. Just 4 to shoot. Fires top of the key. Osman controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
It's Wall with the draw. Oh.
We all know Wall loves putting on a show. He has some ridiculous dunks up his sleeve.
Pass to Sexton. First quarter, just over a minute played. Now, here's Garland. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
But with an attacking mindset and smooth style of offense, Hachimura is able to give opponents different looks.
And what scouts loved about Hachimura, physically, he came in NBA ready.
Oh, yeah. GA 6'8", 230, shows excellent strength. Also, being relatively late to the game, he's really never developed any bad habits. That's why he was able to come in and hit the ground running.
Now here's Love. And Garland has it in the corner. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Hachimura, no good.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
Pass to Garland. Three-pointer. Second chance shot. And there's the nice layup by Drummond.
An elite offensive rebounder. Drummond judges shots, trajectories, and angles so well. I mean, just great hustle.
And there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Wall.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now, here's Garland. Love finds Drummond. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Second shot opportunity, and that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got his second bucket.
Go-to option on offense. Give Drummond a rock. He'll find a way to score.
Wall dishes to Beal. Down low, here's Bryant. Good D by Drummond.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Osman, the pass to Sexton. 1:37 left in the first quarter. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now the feed to Drummond. It's Garland, top of the key. From deep three-point range, they get it back. And Drummond is right there.
What an effort by Drummond. Never giving up on the offensive glass and coming through with a big-time rim rock.
They double-team Beal. Smith outside. Inside. Here's Beal. Here's Mahimi. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Porter kicks to Garland. Mahimi against Drummond. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Pass to Bertans. Back to Smith. The baseline J. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Nance outside. Outside Sexton. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Beal taking his time here. Crown wide open. He fires. No good from outside. Here's Sexton. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Cleveland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
Being yourself, being in.
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Cavaliers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Andre Drummond. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
The cleverness of Smith showing itself once again. Terrific at getting into the heart of the D and then cashing in.
Here's Windler. On the wing, Nance. The pass to Windler. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Here's Porter. Here's Thompson. The kick out to Porter. Here's Nance. They grab their own miss.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 6.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Windler, the pass to Thompson. That one falls. Thompson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Cavs.
He's finally coming around, trying to make up for that goose egg he put up in the first quarter.
It's Brown on the wing. Passes it to Wagner. Wants to get it to Brown and does. It doesn't go for him. So Cleveland will take it the other way. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Mo Wagner. Bryant comes in for Bertans. Hachimura is checked in for Troy Brown. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Smith. And with that shot, the Cleveland leaders cut down to 9 in the bucket from Napier.
Yeah, I'm surprised that D isn't respecting this mid-range game more. They ought to be. I bet you they will be soon.
Porter against Payton. Porter kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Porter. Here's Nance. And another miss by Cleveland.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. The kick out to Porter. Fires the three. Rebound, Washington. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Payton throws it down hard. And now just a 5-point Cavalier lead.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
Swiped it away. Pass to Dellavedova. Out to the right wing. Out to Nance. Shot clock at 6. To Dellavedova. The shot. Nance, no good.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
And the dunk by Payton.
The tall players like Bryant have a unique vantage point. It helps him see the open man.
Outside Porter. Pass to Windler. They can't stop the run with that one. So that'll be it. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. It was Andre Drummond who got hot in the first. He had 8 points, 7 rebounds. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Mahimi is out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Drummond. And the rejection by Mahimi. Sexton against Beal. Mahimi passes to Hachimura. Beal against Sexton. The drive by Beal. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, he knows he has to be their defensive anchor. I mean, when Drummond hustles on this end, he can get these blocks.
Left side, Wall. Oh, he delivers that with
I can't believe it.
force.
I cannot believe that. And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
And stolen by Drummond. To the inside, Osman. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Now it's a 5-point Cleveland lead.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
And Wall kicks to Mahimi. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
Sexton, the pass to Garland. Back to Sexton. And a miss there on the triple.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Wall. Kicks it out to Love. 7-foot shot, right wing, 6 to shoot. Osman, the pass to Drummond. Back to Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Love can't hit. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. It's a 1-point game. Lays it up off the glass. Mahinmi's got 4 points this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
1:46 left to play here in the third. Now, here's Garland. Guarded closely. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And a wide-open look for Porter. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Wizards with the lead. One-on-one here. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
See, I love how Beal didn't settle for the layup right there. He made sure to finish it with strength.
Beal with the steal. There's the pass to Bertans. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Bertans got the lead up to 6 now for the Wizards.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Thompson finds Porter. Back to Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Wizards.
Wizards leading by 4. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, Beal. Clock at 6. Bryant trying to free himself up.
Beal is graceful on the drive. Clever at finding ways around the defense.
And here's Porter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you want to end the quarter, with the momentum on your side.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, the duo inside, Love and Thompson. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the 2 guard.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Out to the right wing. 11 feet away, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And the jump shot Love possesses is a weapon. He's dangerous, man. He's a dangerous threat from the mid-range.
Napier feeling it out a bit. He feeds it to Bryant, passes it to Bertans. Here's Bonga. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bonga's got his first 2 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Outside, Sexton. Pass to Windler. And there's the foul. He'll go on Shabazz Napier. That is his first foul of the game. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, man, fantastic awareness from the big man. Drummond has an impressive understanding for when his guys have clean looks.
Now Smith. Right side, Bryant. No good that time. Good D by Drummond. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Osman kicks to Garland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. No good on the second free throw. Beal with the bucket. And the Wizards lead by 5.
You love how Beal rises over the D. He loves out-muscling them at every turn.
Pass to Sexton. To the right side. Love kicks to Sexton. And the rejection by Mahimi. And he makes that one. All with it. Now here's Beal. The kick out to Wall. Back to Beal. 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. .149 left in the game. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Andre Drummond.
And that's why Drummond is such an excellent player, stepping up in crucial situations like these.
And Beal kicks to Wall. And it's Osman with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Kept alive. Drummond passes to Garland. Love with a wide open look. They get it back. Drummond to take the lead. The shot comes out. The Wizards have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Brown. Beal's got 9 points now in just the second half. Sexton dishes to Garland. And there's the pass to Osman. Cleveland moving it around. Sexton against Beal. Sexton kicks to Garland. With the putback. And Drummond is right there.
Big moments. You want the ball in your franchise players' hands. Drummond is their backbone.
I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yes.
Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
It puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
It drops.
What poise from Beal. Phenomenal at stepping up his game in the clutch.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sexton for 3. Can't knock in the 3. So it's Washington who scrape by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. come to you tonight from the shores of... Now let's take a look. Look at the Bulls' opening lineup. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's Porter at the small forward position. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love, and it's Garland in at the 1. Love kicks to Garland. Kicks it out to Love. Now the pass to Garland. 6 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector.
Carter looking around to the paint. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are. And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
Now here's White following the miss by Kevin Love. Love grabs the board. Here's Garland, and it's sent back by Carter. Drummond finds Sexton. Cleveland moving the ball around. A second chance effort. Back to Osman. Porter with the steal. Outside, Markkanen. Left side, Levine. Back to Porter. Now here's Levine. He's tightly guarded. Sexton against White. Markkanen passes to White. Over Sexton. And it's White missing. Cavaliers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Sexton's shot is good.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
Here's White, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Passes it to Garland. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Porter kicks to Carter. 2 points. That one goes.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
And Porter comes to help. Osman the pass to Garland. Offline with his 3.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
Levine, good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Here's Osman. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. And Cleveland making a change here. Porter's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Satoransky's checked in.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a 3rd foul this early.
And for years now, GA, Kevin Love, one of the better outside shooting big men in the game. He can really light it up.
I tell you, when Love gets it going, he is hard to slow down. Great on the catch and shoot. Hard to believe it wasn't a large part of his game until he was established in the NBA.
Chicago making a switch here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Porter. And it's done in for Levine. And so here's Cleveland after the Bulls pick up 2. Young with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Satoransky. Great positioning on the putback.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Windler. And stolen by Dunn. Saturansky against Porter. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
A tall, strong combo guard who can shoot it as well as pass it. Saturansky played around 30 minutes a game for the Bulls last season as he found a way to impress the team every chance they gave him.
Nancy's checked in for Kevin Love. Now here's Sexton. Tries again. Rejected by Young. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the Bulls making a change here. Valentine's checked in.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Cavaliers trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Nance against Dunn. Up and in on the layup.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Will it go? He takes it up and lays it in. 34 seconds left in the first. Here's Valentine. Over Nance. No good there with the step-back J.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Good on the bucket.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Dunn left side. Sexton grabs the board. Here's Porter. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's Chicago in control with it. And recently we chatted with Zach LaVine about the team, and
we should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. We've got Chris Dunn, Valentine out there with Young. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. Now, here's Sexton. Thaddeus Young missing his last shot. Now, here's Valentine. Guarded by Porter from 12 feet out. The shot, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 11. And it's Sexton penetrating. It's deflected. It's stolen. Oh, Nance in position. Pass to Thompson. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Markkanen comes in for Young. Beans checked in for Valentine. And it's Kobe White in for Dunn. But they get it back. It's Drummond, high post. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Osman, and it's sent back by Carter. Outside, White. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Nance.
Tenacious inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively.
Kevin Love's checked in for Cleveland. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Porter's checked in for Shaquille Harrison.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Now here's White. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Andre Drummond with the wingspan of 7'6". It's going to be hard to get it over him.
Satoransky's checked in for Chicago. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
LaVine, good.
Terrific dribble move by Zach LaVine. Blessed with the ability to create space to get off his shot.
Pass to Drummond. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Did you see the air Drummond gets underneath him? Allows for time to be creative.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Well,
wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Windler's shot is off. Chicago leading by 13. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
And the pass to Garland. It's Drummond, high post. Passes to Windler. Cleveland moving the ball around. Osman kicks to Drummond. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Bulls have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Now that was a miscue, but I like the poise they played with so far, valuing each possession.
Here's Windler, guarded by LaVine. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation.
And it's easy to give up after a play like that, but this team needs to keep fighting.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
That one doesn't go. And Cleveland the other way now. Here's Garland. A slam dunk by Garland.
Love what Drummond did on that play. Kept his eyes up, and he was being unselfish.
Right side, Porter. And stolen by Drummond. Love inside. Here's Windler. Nice D from LaVine.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And so it's Chicago looking at it. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Chicago holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They have a 13-point. That's all for now.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, and sometimes the strategy in that case, don't let anyone else beat you. You know he's going to get his, so try and keep it to that.
Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Porter with the steal. Left side, Levine. Steps back and fires. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And really throughout his entire career, Otto Porter has...
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
And Levine, here we go. Drops in the layup for 2. Levine's got 6.
You see Levine's filled out his frame, shakes off contact, and completes the play.
Garland with it, and it's Carter picking him up. And it's sent back by Carter.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
The Cavaliers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
A nightly double-double machine. Andre Drummond gives you reliable production.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Luke Cornett comes in for Wendell Carter. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Zach LaVine. Stolen by Garland. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. Here's Drummond, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
Chicago leading by 9. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the 3rd quarter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Some changes for Chicago. Young comes in for Markkanen, and Chris Dunn subbed in for White. For Cleveland, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Sexton finds Nance. Now, here's Garland. Dunn covering. Garland the pass to Osman. Now, here's Garland. He's covered closely. Off with the layup. Pass to Cornett. Bulls moving the ball around. Here's Harrison. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 11.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the Bunnies.
Sexton kicks to Garland. And stolen by Valentine. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Here's Dunn. He gets that one. Dunn's got 6.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Yeah, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chandler Hutchison. He's checked in for Luke Cornett. And Satoransky subbed in for Denzel Valentine. The 10-footer. Nance with some nice D. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Porter passes to Sexton. It's good. Sexton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And the muscle of Sexton, outstanding at just working through the contact and finding a way to finish.
Poke loose. And here's the break. Dunn with some nice D.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Pass to Hutchison. Here's Harrison. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
For Chicago, they have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one. That free throw good from Harrison.
Oh my gosh, I just got that.
There's a minute left to play in the third. Sexton the pass to Windler. Porter dishes to Nance. Back to Porter. 9 feet out. Another shot. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Thompson.
The unbelievable effort. Thompson, a dedicated warrior on the offensive glass.
Hutchison passes to Young. Now here's Satoransky. Tight defense on him. Makes it off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 12. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Sexton. The pass to Windler. And he makes good on the layup.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
Now Dunn. He's got 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dunn's got 6 points in the quarter.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
He's off on the second.
One thing about Thompson, he's made improvements to his body and his game each and every year.
Here's Porter. And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls out front, leading by 9. It's the NBA on 2K. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Yeah, it's one thing to find the guy. It's another to deliver the ball where he can do something with it. Wonderful play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. On the court for the Bulls, getting this 4th quarter started. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. Knight and Levine team up in the backcourt. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double-checking, and the game continues on.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on J.B. Bickerstaff's huddle. He was disappointed in the shot selection. He told them, stay patient, run the offense, make the extra pass. We don't have to make up the deficit all at once. We'll see if they start shooting a little better. Kevin?
Here's Carter. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Right there, Carter using his instincts and motor to track down the miss and convert into second chance points.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Levine, and the jam by Levine.
So smooth in the air. It's like Zach LaVine floats up, then drops the hammer.
It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
So reliable. They've really leaned on him at the offensive end.
Here's Garland, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Zach LaVine. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
The Cavaliers trail by 9. Porter passes to Thompson. Misses from short range. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Markkanen. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Free throw good. Garland. Both good from the line that time.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit, getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Levine up top, guarded by Porter. Now here's White. He's guarded closely and stolen by Drummond. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Love's running, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
And credit the big fella, Kevin Love, getting up and down.
For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And Levine, here we go. And the shot goes in. Levine's got 6 here in this quarter.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Garland kicks to Love. That one good for 2.
This is the one thing you can count on from Kevin Love. He's going to stay active in the lane.
There's 1:54 left in the 4th. White left side. Banked in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 9.
I like White's decision making in the pick and roll. He has a good understanding of the defense.
Garland with the bucket.
So good at the rim. A slow defensive rotation leads to the easy lay.
Levine against Porter. Here's Carter. He gets it in there.
Up in his playmaking skills. When Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Passes it to Porter. That one drops for him. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're up by 7. 1:16 left here in the 4th quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Wendell Carter.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less.
This has reached desperation time for them.
For them to have a chance, everything has to go right on both ends from this point on.
And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Showing that electric speed and quickness, Levine pushes the action, draws contact.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Sexton kicks to Garland. Offensive rebound. Drummond. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
What makes Drummond a great rebounder, not just the size and athleticism, it's his tremendous anticipation.
Levine against Sexton. Levine dishes to White. Misses in close. There's Garland. The shot misses. White with the defensive effort. On the wing, Porter. There's the triple. Misses.
Great positioning to contest that shot. Love's a better defender than he gets credit for.
And so Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K. DA, it's all.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the small forward position. And for Chicago, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the point guard position. Markkanen passes to Carter. From 11 feet away, Bryant with the rebound. And so Bryant will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Hachimura, no good.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength. And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Levine dishes to Carter. That shot off. And the Wizards now going the other way. And there's the pass to Bonga. Beal against Levine. The drive by Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Levine against Beal. Levine passes to Carter. Back to Levine. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. There's Beal with the 3. Here's Bryant. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
3 on 3. Markkanen kicks to Porter. Their son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky subbed in for Levine. And then for Washington, Mahinmi's checked in for Rui Hachimura. Payton comes in for Beal. And it's Ish Smith in for John Wall. Now here is Smith. To the middle. Here's Payton. It's good. The assist that time from Smith.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Satoransky. Knocks down the step-back J.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Payton dishes to Smith. Payton passes to Brown. Back to Payton. He kicks it to Mahinmi. That's tipped. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. Donnie's checked in for Chicago. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bertans. Just 5 to shoot. Smith finds Brown. 1:07 left to play in the first quarter. And that one's good. Wagner.
That, to me, is exactly the kind of play you want from Mo Wagner. Aggressively chasing the rebound and getting a second chance opportunity.
Now, here is Young. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Dunn passes to Cornette. Rebound by Mahimi.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Young outside. Down low. Here's Cornette. That one off the back iron and out.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Payton kicks to Smith. And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That's his first foul. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Smith the pass to Wagner. It's tipped. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. So it's Washington now. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And so it's Washington enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Wizards to be in. What do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, the Wizards 5 right now. We've got Mo Wagner. Smith is out there with Payton, and there's Bryant, and it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Over to the wing. Harrison passes to Carter. To the wing right side. Shoots from 14. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Goes up again. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Bryant. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And how about this, Doris? For all of his offensive accomplishments, Beal has said he wants to make the all-defensive first team at some point.
Well, he has the instincts, the athleticism, and the tenacity to do exactly that, Greg. The problem is he has had to expend so much energy at the offensive end. But what you love is he's willing to take on difficult challenges. That should help him qualify.
Here's Bonga. After the made shot from Lauri Markkanen. Beal gets a wide open look. Misses the 3. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Now here is Hachimura. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Levine finds Porter. And here's Carter, defended by Bryant. It's stolen by Bryant. And they're on the break. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
I'll tell you, it's not just the jumper you've got to concern yourself where Bradley Beal is concerned. How about that finish?
White dishes to Markkanen. On the wing, Porter. Outside, Levine. Bulls moving the ball around. White goes in over Bertans. Here's Carter. Nice D from Bryant. Wizards leading by 10. Hachimura the pass to Bertans.
Oh, the officials are all over that one. In that last year's trade deadline, it surprised some people that Bertans was one of the hottest names out there.
Right. Bertans goes from a guy who was getting limited minutes in San Antonio to playing around 30 per game for Washington. There were reports that suggested the Wizards were asking for at least one first-round pick and maybe a sweetener. Boy, does that show you the value of a sweet shooting big man. Well, put all that size to good use. Rip it off the backboard.
Brown kicks to Wall. Takes the three. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
Bean passes to Hutchison. Brown against Levine. And goaltending is going to be the call. And here we go. Coach's challenge on that goaltending call. The coach didn't think the call was correct.
And with this type of goaltending review process, one thing to keep in mind is that the rule states, quote, in order to overturn the event as called on the floor, there must be clear and conclusive visual evidence that the call was incorrect.
And so, Greg, if via replay there is any level of ambiguity, it makes sense that the original ruling would stay. But in that event, the coach has used up his one and only coach's challenge for the game. So, as you can tell, a lot riding on when you choose to use it. So, guys, the courtside administrator has received the verdict. They will overturn the goaltending violation. So, a good use of the challenge here.
And with the improvements to cameras and visibility for these sorts of plays around the rim, it seems impossible now to imagine not having replay review. This time it works. They reversed the call, and I think that's a good thing for all parties.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first half. Payton left side. Pass to Mahinmi. Almost, but it rolls out. Bulls trail by 10. Here's Satoransky. Passes it to Cornette. Gets that one to drop. First one of the game after 4 straight misses.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Nice shot by Smith. And Chicago shooting 36% in the second quarter. They really haven't found their rhythm yet offensively here. A step back shot here. Washington with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
For Washington, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
And he sinks the second. Now Satoransky. And so it's Washington holding up. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They lead by 11. And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here is Carter. Now here's Porter.
And Doris, don't forget a consensus All-American in his final year of college. Hachimura scoring almost 20 points a game.
Yes, Greg. He helped the Gonzaga Bulldogs to 37 wins in each of his last 2 years, and obviously played in some big-time games. Was asked to step up in key moments, and he delivered.
Pass to Hachimura. The kick out to Bryant. And here's Wall. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. And the jam by Beal.
Well, the creativity of Bradley Beal, incredible.
And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Down by 15. And Porter, here we go. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Wagner's checked in. Here's White. The feed now to Carter. Beal with the steal. And now here comes Wall leading the break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Official. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Dunn. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play, excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Now here's Levine. He's defended by Wagner. Carter dishes to Valentine. They need this. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Wizards leading by 19 points. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Wall against Dunn. Here's Wagner. Now here's Beal. He's guarded close. He shoots again. Second chance shot. Chicago grabs the miss. Carter's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Markkanen. Now here's Levine. Defense right on him. Carter. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Outside for Beal. Good on the 3-point shot. Beal's got 5 points in the quarter.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
And, you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
And they pick up 2. Carter's got his 2nd basket.
And this is what you love about Carter. Sets great picks, and he's a monster rolling toward the cup.
That one goes. Count it.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Now, here's Dunn. Off target at the rim.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Offensive rebound. No good. Shot missing. Bulls have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Boy, how much do you appreciate Chris Dunn working hard inside to come away with these easy interior buckets?
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. There's Beal with the 3. Beal with another miss. Bulls trail by 20. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He hits the second from the line. Payton with the ball. Shot from free throw range. Mahimi. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is where Mahimi gets into some trouble, right? You think over his career, percentage-wise, it has not improved as a foul shooter.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. So the Wizards 5 right now. Mahimi is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Troy Brown. Then it's Smith. And it's Payton in at the 2 spot. Now here is Young. The 11-footer up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Smith inside, wide on him. The shot by Bertans, nobody around. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
It's stolen by Brown. White against Smith. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
That's pure power, pure effort. Jan Mahimi going to the rack with bad intentions.
Satoransky against Payton from 10 feet out, and the shot goes down. Wizards leading by 21. And here's Smith. There's the pass to Bertans. Back to Smith. For the 3. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Bertans for 3. They get it back. Mahimi kicks to Bertans. Brown outside. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Cornette's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Satoransky. He goes up again. And the rejection by Mahimi.
And this is what you like about Jan Mahimi defensively. He might not be the highest flyer, but big-time enforcer.
And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for the Bulls. Shaquille Harris comes in for Satoransky. The Wizards also changing it up. Bryant comes in for Mahimi. And Bradley Beal subbed in for Payton. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
Here's Harrison. He's covered by Beal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Bradley Beal picks one up. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And they pick up 2.
Bully ball at its finest there. Carter Jr. brings a physical presence to this team.
Beal taking his time here. Bryant in the post, defended by Carter. It's good. And the Wizards lead by 19.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Wizards.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Beal.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Wall against White. Hutchison. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Wall passes to Bryant. Back to Wall with the shot. The shot will not fall. And it's Chicago the other way. Here's Bryant. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. Trailing by 19. And the basket by Hutchison.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. From deep. Wall's shot is off. Here's Hutchison over Bertans. Hutchison's shot is off. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony. We come to you tonight from the... So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. And for the Cavaliers, Osman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Now here's Wall. And here's Bryant for 3. They get the rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Garland kicks to Osman. Now here's Garland. Not a lot of room. Here's Drummond. That's tipped.
And that's a welcome sign for sure. Hachimura demonstrating a willingness to want to improve as a defender.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Now, here's Garland. Lets it go from 11. And Drummond is right there. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Beal. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Can't let Beal get that comfortable because he's so efficient once he gets in that area.
Garland the pass to Osman. And he lays it straight in.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career, but around the midway point, he really started to take off.
You wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Now, here's Garland, covered by Wall. Beal against Sexton. Now, here's Garland. D right on him. Clock is at 3. And Andre Drummond, the bucket on the assist by Garland.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland, the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Here's Beal. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Sexton. Shoots over Beal. And Drummond kicks to Sexton. Now here's Garland. Covered by Wall. Garland no good. Wizards leading by 6. Bonga gets the bucket.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Garland the pass to Osman. Garland with it. To the paint. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 6 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
That one goes. Count it.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Now, here's Sexton. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's Love. It's not going to go for him. Now Washington takes it the other way. Here's Hachimura. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And it's Love with the ball for the Cavaliers. Trailing here by 8. Offensive rebound. Drummond. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Hachimura. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Well, Cleveland shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Sexton for 3. Bertans grabs the board. Over Porter. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the Washington Wizards going into the break. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. Mahinmi is out there with Davis Bertans. Then it's Troy Brown. Then there's Payton. And it's Smith in at the point guard. And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Washington. Porter finds Thompson. Back to Porter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sexton for 3. Washington with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And taken away by Brown. Smith dishes to Mahinmi. Payton outside. Nice ball movement by Washington. Back to Bertans. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And it goes down 2 points. Payton's got 4 this quarter. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot, and you know you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So you know the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well, but so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to, it is really paramount.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Brown. Porter against Smith. Porter kicks to Thompson. Here's Sexton. They get it again. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Thompson.
That's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
To the inside, and it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Sexton, and Sexton slams it in.
Well, Sexton getting ahead of steam, you could see he had his eyes on the rim and then the body to follow.
And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now, Bertans. Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Smith on the wing. Here's Mahinmi, and it's Mahinmi finishing it off.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Inside. Windler, the pass to Thompson. And the rejection by Mahimi. And it goes out of bounds. One off Mahimi. Garland, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Porter. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack. Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And Kevin Porter Jr., all the issues you'd expect from a rookie, Greg. Unforced errors, a few too many fouls and turnovers. But as you and I were talking, and as the coaches told us, the upside is huge.
I tell you, Kev, his first step with the ball in his hands is incredible. Can burst by defenders like they're waiting at a bus stop. Once he matures, he is going to be a handful to deal with.
Here's Garland. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Washington leading now by 12. Here's Bonga, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely, and it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Osman, the pass to Drummond. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
And that concludes the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, good to... After the first 2 quarters of play, it's Washington in control. They lead. That's all for now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the center, filling out the middle. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half. Here's Love. Off target on the 15-footer. Wizards leading by 14. Beal with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Love right side. It's good.
Kevin Love getting comfortable on the inside on that possession. He's got the size and touch to be effective around that arc.
Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Garland. Here's Drummond. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Windler's checked in. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence that these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. Like how Wall attacks and looks to score when the opportunity presents itself.
Now, here's Garland. Over to the wing. Pass to Drummond. It's stolen by Bryant. And now Beal pushing it up, and no one back to stop him. Brown, good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
1:56 left in the third quarter. Now, here's Garland, covered by Wall. And here's Love for three. Offensive rebound.
Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Now here's Beal. He's got 10. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Windler. To the left wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line. That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Osman. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Porter subbed in for Garland. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Bryant. Mo Wagner comes in for Davis Bertans. Gary Payton is checked in for Brown. And Smith subbed in for John Wall.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, this team did something at halftime, going from a mild-mannered half-court executing team to some heroic shooting in the second half.
But they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
6 to shoot. Windler, the pass to Thompson. And he gets it to go.
And look at it, a significant portion of their offense coming on those second chance opportunities.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. The Cavaliers have shot 3 of 6 at the foul line. That free throw good from Thompson.
And Tristan Thompson is constantly asked to play a role and willingly accepts that. You think about how much respect he's garnered from coaches and teammates through all the seasons that he's played in the NBA.
Now here is Smith. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Outside, Sexton. Pulls from the top of the key. That shot misses.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
And so it's the Washington Wizards closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Back to the action after this word. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Rui Hachimura out there with Mo Wagner. And it's Bonga in at the 3 spot. Here's Hachimura. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Wagner's got his first bucket in this one.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
Here's Nance. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Pass to Bonga. Nance against Hachimura. Here's Wagner, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Sexton for three. Thompson, great positioning on the putback.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backcourt.
Smith outside. Beal up top. To the inside. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got 6 here in this quarter.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Now the pass to Sexton. And Thompson kicks to Sexton. And that one, good.
Well, he knows he can make it from there, so he shoots that one with confidence. Sexton looking very, very self-assured right now.
Beal against Sexton. Wagner, good. And it's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 5th assist in this one.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Sexton, the pass to Garland. Yep, that one goes.
Too easy that time. Sexton sniffing it out and then getting to an area on the floor that made that one easy.
Sexton against Beal. Wagner kicks to Smith. Back to Wagner. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the 4th quarter. Thompson dishes to Garland. Nance outside. Outside, Porter pulls it up. The Cavaliers with a new 14. Thompson passes to Sexton. And it's denied.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Wizards.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Bradley Beal.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Sexton as a guard making that look so pretty.
The Wizards with another miss. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Nance passes to Garland. Outside, Porter. From 10 feet out, Hachimura grabs the miss. Now the Wizards with it. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Smith kicks to Beal. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The 3. They get it back, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Smith, the pass to Hachimura. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one to come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Coming up next. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter at the 3, the small forward.
Wonderful vision. I mean, Love could have taken it himself, but has the eyes and the desire to make plays for others.
White inside. Pass to Carter. Back to White. Garland with the rebound.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
The pass to Osman. Outside, Sexton. Pass to Osman. Shot clock at 3. Here's Garland. Off target from three-point range. And here are the Bulls now. White dishes to Carter. Comes up empty down low.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
The open look here for Sexton. No good on the 3. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he's seen steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Now, here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Outside, Sexton. A floater. The shot, no good. And it's Chicago the other way.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
Here's Sexton. After the made shot from Wendell Carter. Here's Love. Off the left rim and out.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
And the jam by Levine.
I like the show of unselfishness from Porter, wanting to improve as a passer and hit his open teammates.
Sexton on the wing. Kept alive. And Drummond is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Outside, White. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Left side, Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket. Has that great burst to get to the rim.
Now, here's Markkanen. And stolen by Drummond. Now, here's Garland. To the paint. And Drummond kicks to Love. Osman, the pass to Garland. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Garland's got 5 now.
Maybe he's not a priority for the D, but come on, man. Gotta have somebody keeping track of it.
Passes it to Levine. 1:33 left to play here in the first. Carter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
Oh, the physicality Carter Jr. plays with, it's impressive. It's what makes defenders overcommit like this.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Young's checked in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. Satoransky's checked in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. Now here's Porter. Garland the pass to Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Chicago. 1:12 left to play in the first. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Here's Cornette. Good work there as it goes.
He can fill out a lot of different roles, but Satoransky excels as a creator. He can make the spectacular passes and the smart ones.
Now, here's Garland. He has 5. Yes, that goes in. 7 points in the game. Bulls trail by 6. Young drives in. Banked in off the glass.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
There's 37 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Garland, the pass to Windler. To the wing on the left. The tray. Shot clock at 5. He kicks it to Garland. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Oh, this first quarter couldn't be going much better for him. 4 for 5 from the field to get these tracks.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. There's Garland. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Oh, he's never rattled at the stripe. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
Here's Windler. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're playing up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Yeah, they're clawing, they're grinding, they're doing anything they could to make the most of their possessions.
On the floor for Cleveland getting going here in the second. Nance and Thompson are up front. Garland is out there with Porter. And it's Windler in at the small forward.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Cornette kicks to Valentine. Pass to Satoransky. The kick out to Young. It's stolen by Nance. And the pass to Garland. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant. And
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Now, here's Garland. Satoransky covering. Garland with the bucket.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Down low, here's Valentine. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
To the middle. Off on the layup. Bulls trail by 6. Here's Young. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Nance.
And when you think about it, Thaddeus Young, he can be a thorn in the opposition's side. He's just a great disruptor on defense. I mean, he has long arms, good timing to get those deflections.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Markkanen, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Valentine. Levine's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky.
Oh, it doesn't get any high percentage than this. I mean, check it out. Drummond feast on these type of opportunities.
Levine against Porter. Levine can't hit.
And with Young, I mean, his game has evolved over the course of his career.
Well, think about it, Jay. When he came into the league, he was an up-and-down tweener. I think what's made him more consistent of a player you can rely on, is his defense has improved, and along with his shooting. Now, he uses different methods, but he still gets it done as a vet.
Love looking around. Porter with the steal. And now here comes Young leading the break. White the pass to Young. The dish to Markkanen. Porter with the steal. Right side Sexton. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Osman, guarded by Levine. Clock at 6. Here's Sexton. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
And although Sexton is slightly undersized, he plays with great physicality and aggression. Nice finish there off contact.
White the pass to Markkanen. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Drummond's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Osman. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And that one's good. Drummond. And it's an 11-point Cavalier lead.
So physical. Drummond, it's hard to keep him away from the rim.
Young up top. He's guarded by Love. Here's Markkanen. White left side. Can they get it? Can't hit from in close. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Porter kicks to Sexton. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Young's shot is off.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And Love with his second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Oh, you got to put a body on Kevin Love. He's incredible at getting the position he needs on the boards.
Young with no one around. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beat. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 15. Kenny Hodge.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We're seeing a tremendous game here, guys, from Darius Garland.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard. And that's the group for Jim Boylan as we begin the second half. Carter against Sexton.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
White dishes to Carter, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets. Well, some highs and lows for Kobe White in his rookie season. But you can see the upside he possesses, Kevin. White can get hot and fill it up in a hurry.
And they need those kind of plays right now. Smart defense that generates some open.
Love against Markkanen. Back to Osman. Outside, Sexton. Passes it to Drummond. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. 10 points for Andre Drummond.
And with White, how about a 23-point quarter early in his NBA career?
White's numbers were pretty bad overall. But with that huge quarter he had, the streaky shooting, you can see what lies ahead for him.
Now, here's Garland. Defense is right there, and that one drops.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Markkanen passes to Carter. Levine against Sexton. Out to Carter. It's White on the wing. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Levine dishes to Carter. Got a piece of it. Here's White. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that makes him 4 for 5. I mean, I think that's pretty good numbers. I mean, they've got to be pleased with how things are playing off so far.
Back to Sexton. Drills it from outside. Sexton's got 9.
Good to see Sexton knock it down from deep. A shot he needs to add to his arsenal. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Dishes it to Drummond. Kicks to Garland. Pass to Love. Porter with it. Garland picks him up. And finished off by Porter.
Well, Porter's coast-to-coast finish shows his high activity level. He's always looking to make the play.
Out to the right wing. Love against Markkanen. Love the pass to Garland. Oh, that's offensive interference. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And Cornette gets it to go.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
Passes to Windler. And here is Garland. Done covering. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clear. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Bulls trail by 13. 1:02 left in the third. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Garland. Here's Windler. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Poked away. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. That's tipped, and Chicago has possession. 6 on the shot clock. Dunn passes to Cornette. Shoots over Garland, and the Bulls with another miss. Cleveland leading by 15. unloads from 13. Jacks up a 3. Tries it from 9. It's tipped. Here's Valentine. Missed inside. And so it's Cleveland. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their strategy has been... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position.
And how about the focus that Aransky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Now, here's Garland. Dunn covering. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Step back on that one and let it fly. And Aransky's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Pass to Windler. It's Porter outside. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to it. Didn't look ready to receive it. At least they've got some room for error, but still a poor possession there.
Carter, he's checked in for the Bulls. Markkanen comes in for Valentine. Cleveland leading by 13. Osman kicks to Love. Launches it. And it's Osman missing.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open 3 like that.
Cleveland's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And here's Love for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
Now, he hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's a good thing he has the guys around him to carry the weight.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for the Bulls. Zach LaVine comes in for Satoransky.
And see, well, Satoransky doesn't have many years of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G. Satoransky's he's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
That one falls.
He's got a great understanding of the inside game. He's going to make the most of those opportunities.
LaVine dishes to Carter. Outside, Markkanen. Kick out to LaVine. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Is on Colin Sexton.
And when Zach LaVine gets hot, T-Web, he gets scorching hot. Can completely take over a game.
Oh, GA, you know it. And last year, LaVine made 13 threes in a single game. That's one off the record set by the Splash Brother himself, Klay Thompson. Now, when LaVine gets going, he can be absolutely unstoppable.
Sexton for 3. That's in there. Love with the assist. Love's got 3 assists in the game.
You have to honor Sexton's jump shot. He has a strong grasp for when to let it fly.
The pass to Garland. Over in the corner, Osman. Love outside. Ball's knocked loose. Markkanen into the lane. And he makes that one.
Oh, you love seeing Markkanen take the initiative like this. When he sees these opportunities, he jumps on them.
Pass to Love. Shoots over Markkanen. Here's Drummond, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Wendell Carter. Free throw good, Drummond.
Well, what I like about Drummond is that he stepped up as a leader, which is important at this stage of his career.
And so he makes both from the line. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Fires from the line, and it's good for 2. And the Cavaliers lead by 15.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Cavaliers.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Drummond.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
Love, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Bulls. Trailing by 13. White the pass to Levine. Back to White. There's the 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Osman. Out left to the wing. Here's Drummond. Garland kicks to Love. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Sexton on the wing. Over Levine. On the money.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this.
A stunning view of Capitol Hill. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Porter and Markkanen, the duo at forward. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Carter in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Wizards, Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Bonga in at the 3, the small forward. And that one, good. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And it's sent back by Bryant. Here's Bonga. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's his first trip to the line.
And converted more than 4 out of every 5 free throw attempts last year, so just solid at the line.
And he's good on the second. And here's Levine, who brings it up for Chicago. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Porter. Feeds to Carter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Right side, Porter. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from short range. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
We've seen a quick start here for the Wizards. Wall attacking. Right wing. Shoots. It's tipped. Beal with it. Now defended by Markkanen. And finished off by Bryant.
And we continue to see Beal improve as a playmaker. Beautiful pass there.
Here's Levine. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Frustrating beginning for them, but we have a long way to go. Now they just need to string together some buckets.
And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. White against Wall. Carter, the pass to Markkanen. Lays it up off the glass.
One of the surprises with Markkanen is how physical he can be. He's willing to mix it up.
And the dunk by Hachimura.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. White up top, covered by Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on John Wall.
Tenacious inside play from Kobe. Gets the shot off and a trip to the line.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And Satoransky's subbed in for Zach LaVine.
Is he skinny? You bet. But Ish with enough strength to finish through contact.
Beal against Satoransky. Rebound by the Wizards. And here is Bertans. The offensive rebound. The shot, no good. Here's Hutchison. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Inside. Here's Cornett. Here's Young. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Bertans kicks to Smith. Pass to Mahinmi. Left side, Beal. Wizards passing it around. And it's Brown missing. Bulls trail by 3. Satoransky looking around. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Good drive. For a big point guard, Satoransky has a surprisingly quick first step.
7-foot shot, and Beal with a nice bucket inside.
Talented, driven. He puts constant pressure on your defense.
Satoransky the pass to White. There's 37 seconds left in the first. Cornette can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 3. Now Bertans still looking for his first bucket in this one. Beal the pass to Bertans. Stolen by Satoransky. White, good.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
Left side, Brown. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Wizards. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards, we've got Mo Wagner on out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Payton, and it's Smith in at the point guard.
Taking what the defense offers up, Smith with good vision there finds the open man.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Chicago making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. And Lauri Markkanen subbed in for Thaddeus Young. Out to Payton, beyond the arc. That one doesn't drop. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And it's done, penetrating, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Zach LaVine's checked in for Harrison. Markkanen down low. He's against Hachimura. Count the basket. Markkanen's got the lead up to 1 now for Chicago.
This shows Markkanen's understanding of the game. You play me to shoot from the outside, well, I'm going inside.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here is Carter. LaVine dishes to Carter. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Carter's got his first basket. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, the power on that
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wall attacking. And the shot goes in. Wall's got 6.
And how about Wall? Just phenomenal at taking it to the defense with that lightning quick first step.
Down against Wall. Got a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Here's Payton. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And just taking pride in being their leader, these passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
It's stolen by Hachimura. Now, here's Wagner. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And that one's good. Hachimura.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Outside, Levine. 2 points. That one goes. Levine's got his second bucket of the game to go.
If history is any indicator, more often than not, Levine's going to take this shot. It's what he's built to do.
Pass to Hachimura. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And that one falls for Hachimura.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Levine.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in his
Love it, love it.
And he can just fly. We know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
Porter looking it over. And the pass to Hutchison. Lays it up and banks it in.
There's always been a level of savvy to Porter's game. Beautiful pass.
Outside, Beal to the left side wing. Mahimi kicks to Beal. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 6.
This offense just continues to impress.
To the right side. Outside, Porter. Passes it to Hutchison. To the paint. Cornette can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 6. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
Back to Satoransky. Pass to Cornette. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Bulls shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. The first free throw is good. Good on both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
And Bryant wide open. He shoots, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Washington Wizards with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to us. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And here's White. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 6. So for Chicago right now, Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's White in at the 1 spot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Levine against Beal. Levine passes to Carter. Count it. Carter's got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Bulls.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Wall dishes to Bryant. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And the Wizards lead by 6.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Kobe White, keeping his head up, shows great vision and delivers a great pass.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Levine, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Carter.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Levine against Beal. Down low. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Valentine's checked in for Chicago. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Here's White. A stupendous finish in traffic. White's got 6.
Look at Kobe White attack and adjusting to contact. Beautiful play.
Payton passes to Wall. Markkanen pulls it in.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
To the inside. Back to Valentine. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Stolen by Markkanen. Now here's Valentine. Covered by Wall. Carter, that's good.
And you see right there at a solid 250, Carter has no trouble finishing through contact.
Now here's Payton. Tight defense on him. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Carter's running. It's stolen by Wall. Down low. Here's Payton. And the layup falls. He's got 6.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here's Carter. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people you know has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lures of the game of college basketball.
Valentine passes to Carter. On the wing, Porter. And taken away by Brown. No one near Payton as he lets it go. And the 3 off target. Bulls trail by 4. Here's Valentine, and it's sent back by Bryant. And it's out of bounds, and they say last touch by Bryant. And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahinmi's checked in for Thomas Bryant. Davis Bertans comes in for Mo Wagner. Beal's checked in for Payton. And Smith subbed in for John Wall. Jumps up. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And I'm sorry, but the D's got to know where Beal is at all times, especially when he's leaking out in transition.
Harrison passes to Cornette. Here's Hutchison. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Harrison. Some solid defense from Brown. Wizards leading by 6. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 5 points so far.
And this is the shot Smith's been working on. Hard to get time in the backcourt these days if you can't hit it from range.
That one drops for him.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Rui Hachimura out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Bonga in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 on the 4 for the Wizards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he knocks down the first one. Washington making some changes. Bryant comes in for Bertines. And John Wall subbed in for Smith. And a change for the Bulls. Levine's checked in. Wall passes to Hachimura. And it's blocked. Pass to Bonga. Ball stolen. Here's Harrison. Stolen away. Here's Hachimura. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Count it.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
Here's Young. That one, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Hachimura. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And the scary thing is, Hachimura is going to keep getting better. Games like this prove how special he can be.
To the paint, here's Young. Goes to the reverse layup and traps it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Beal drives in.
And maybe not the most explosive player in the league, but Beal has the athletic ability to finish strong at the rim.
Harrison passes to Young. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Bulls trail by 8. Outside, Levine. Harrison passes to Hutchison. Inside. Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. Moving it up. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And Levine throws it down.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find themselves behind.
Wall against Satoransky. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Thaddeus Young.
The competitive firewall plays with is admirable. Fantastic at just figuring out ways to attract contact.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Lowry Marketing comes in for Chandler Hutchison. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's White for Satoransky. Wall finds Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. On the wing, Bryant. He's guarded by Markkanen. It's good from long range. Wall's got the lead up to 13 now for Washington.
A strong decision maker with good floor awareness. Wall concluded that the catch and shoot was the right move.
On the wing, Levine. It's White on the wing. To the middle. Here's Carter. That shot off. And the Wizards now going the other way. From deep. Wall. Carter pulls it in. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for Chicago. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
Kobe White might be new to the league, but he doesn't play like it. Confidence and ability are beyond his years.
And both free throws good for White. Here's Wall. 1:04 left to play in the final quarter.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Washington.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Wall.
Hard not to be impressed by what he did tonight. He was aggressive, he was efficient, and the defense had no answer.
Ball passes to Bryant. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 11.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
They gave the team tremendous energy tonight. The fans were fantastic. It was a true home court advantage.
Markkanen against Hachimura. Outside Beal, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Now the pass to Napier from outside the arc. Carter pulls it in. Porter with it. Here's Dunn. Count it.
Strength, focus, hard head approach. Chris Dunn powering through contact.
And so it's Washington easily